Hi everybody, I'm Andrew Heil from Home Moravian Church. I'm here with David Piner, a member of the Home Aids Leadership Team, and Mark Wright, who is present with us for our recent congregational visioning process event, Home is What Brought Us Together. We gathered together on Sunday, October the 14th for the first in a series of conversations about the life, history, and future of Home Moravian Church. We gathered in the fellowship hall immediately following worship, and following some lunch together, we're joined by Beth Kennett, a consultant with the Center for Congregational Health, a part of the Faith Health Ministry of Wake Forest Baptist Health. Beth is a consultant with that ministry, and we've also been joined in recent weeks by Chris Gamble, who will continue to join us in the coming weeks and months as we continue in this series of conversations together. The focus of our conversation together this past Sunday was centered on a couple of questions. The first was, what was the most meaningful moment that you have experienced at Home Moravian Church? David, why don't you tell us a little bit about what came out of that conversation?
Thanks, Andrew. The visioning team felt strongly that the beginning point for our process of looking into the future of Home Church was to assess our common values as reflected in our history. What brought us together really did surface some remarkable stories of moments within the life of the congregation, within people's history here that touched them in the deepest ways. There was a tremendous focus on worship, the importance of worship to our home church community, how music inspires richness and creates memorable moments. There was a focus on the high holy ceremonial moments in people's lives, the weddings, the funerals, and particularly how those rituals coming together for those moments of celebration and shared grief really form the substance of that which is most meaningful here. There was a strong sense and comments shared at the table at which I was sitting that all of our memorable moments point toward a spirit of love, a spirit of acceptance, the importance of ritual. There was also discussion that many find great meaning and rich memory in some of our recent history of conflict, out of which they also feel strongly that one of the most important things that we need to embrace as a community is the resolve to stay put and to continue to nurture this very precious body of which we are all a part.
Thanks, David. The second question that we centered our conversation on together this past Sunday was, what part of that meaningful experience do you want to bring forward into the future as we continue our life together? Mark, who was present with us for the event, is going to talk a little bit about what that conversation led to in his group.
Well, Andrew, as you said, the second question related to the future and what about our profound experiences from the past we wanted to carry forward into the future. And a lot of the profound experiences occurred during worship. And of course, one of our members in our group said that the thing that we have to always focus on is the last point in the Moravian motto, which is in all things love. And as long as we can do that in whatever we're doing, whether it be in worship or in fellowship together or in outreach activities, then we're going to be okay, and that we're going to continue to have meaningful, profound experiences and rewarding experiences as we go forward. A couple of specific things, one of which is close to what I'm involved in here at the church, and that is that we do have what you might call a virtual congregation. We have folks who watch us as we live stream on Sunday morning who may live in distant communities, and we have all begun to think that we need to figure out how we can continue to involve people who are watching us online, how we can make them more integral parts of our church family, of our church community. And that's something that's going to be an interesting challenge as we go forth. And I think we all also agreed that one of the things that has drawn us to the Moravian Church is our feeling of openness, inclusiveness, and diversity. And that was another thing that we mentioned in our group, that we want to keep in our minds as we go forward. So it was very meaningful, and I look forward to further experiences in this process.
Well, thanks, David and Mark. I really appreciate your sharing about your experience on the gathering on Sunday, but I think what people are also going to be wondering is what's going to happen next. Members of the leadership team are going to be compiling together all of the written responses from Sunday's conversation and lunch. Those are going to be made available in a written summary on our website, homehaven.org. Also, in the next few weeks, we can all prepare for a community forum on Sunday, November the 11th in the Fellowship Hall beginning at 4 p.m. Leaders from across our city will be gathering to share with us some of the real and tangible needs of members of our neighbors, members of our community here in Winston-Salem and Forsyth County, and ways that we as faith community, followers of Jesus, will be able to make a positive difference in the life of our neighbors, getting to know them, connecting with them in meaningful ways. And so we look forward to hearing more from folks in our city, and also from hearing more from you as we continue in these conversations. So we hope you'll join us again on Sunday, November the 11th, and in the coming series of conversations that we'll be having together. Peace.